Hello, and welcome to a reading of The Greatest Battles in History, an encyclopedia of classic warfare from Megiddo to Waterloo. In this episode's reading, we will continue off with another battle in the ancient world, Kadesh, 1258 BC. In a conflict of cultures, Egyptian and Hittite, disinformation and personal leadership drove thousands into an epic battle. Pharaoh Ramses II's use of divisional chains of command proved to be vulnerable in the heat of the fight, and he failed to retake the city of Kadesh. Pharaoh Ramses II's battle of 1285 BC resulted from his desire to surpass the achievements of his illustrious ancestor Thutmose III, and to quell the Hittite Empire's expansion southwards from Asia Minor. Two competing imperial tides clashed around the walls of a fortified city. Ramses' army was huge, around 20,000, but controlling such a force on the march and in battle was difficult in terms of command structure. The restricted ability of a single man to control an army required compensatory measures. Ramses' solution was to divide it into 4 divisions of equal size under trusted subordinates. During the march towards Kadesh, these 4 divisions moved at some distance apart. The speed of the march risked causing problems such as sudden attack from the Hittites, with the army's component parts encountering the enemy while still separate. But the tactical advantage was great in terms of surprise and preparation. However, Muwatallis, the Hittite king, was no supine foe and had managed to produce a matching army of his own by the time the Egyptian forces approached Kadesh. He also cannily fed some disinformation by planting 2 spies in the path of his enemy's army. The captured pair informed Ramses that the Hittite army was still some distance off, prompting Ramses to make another tactical gamble to try to seize Kadesh before their arrival. The Hittite army thus had the advantage that Ramses was unaware of their actual position. As 2 of Ramses' divisions approached from the south and west of the city, the Hittites moved to the east, poised to move across the Egyptian line of march. The Hittites struck the second of Ramses' divisions as it approached their new positions and hit it in the flank. The Egyptians were surprised, panicked, and fled for safety towards their following division, similarly throwing that formation into disorder and confusion, just as the Hittites attacked again from the south directly across the Egyptians' escape route. Disaster loomed. The panic and disorder of fully half of his forces left Ramses physically unable to transmit orders. But Muwatallis also found his command disintegrating when his men stopped to plunder the Egyptians' camp as the disorganized Egyptian forces gave ground. In desperation, Ramses now led his own bodyguard into a headlong counterattack, inspiring a general movement against them, which allowed one division to strike the Hittites in the rear just as another pitched into them from the flank. Muwatallis withdrew into Kadesh, sheltered against any further Egyptian surprises, but forfeiting the advantage of holding the battlefield. Ramses' reverses also prompted him to withdraw his remaining forces from the vicinity of Kadesh and negotiate peace. It had been a tactical win for the Egyptians, a strategic victory for the Hittites, and, in the light of the treaty, an international draw. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining me on this episode's reading of The Greatest Battles in History. Farewell until next time.